Welcome to the next video. Gig Ultimate Maximizer. What are gig extras? Gig extras, we'll be talking about gig extras a lot in this video when it comes to the Gig Ultimate Maximizer video course, because this is where you really maximize on making that extra profit with your gigs that are sold. So you'll be going from $5 to $10 or from $5 to $15. Gig extra is where you do this at, or it's one of the places where you do this at. So what is a gig extra? I know for some of you who are experts, you know this stuff in and out, but just hang with me. Hopefully I'll give you something nice. And for you newbies out there, the gig extras, this is for both the newbie and the expert. Gig extra is when you take your original gig, and you upsell them to another service, essentially. So for example, if you're doing article writing and you want to write a article for a person's blog, for a company's blog, and you do 300 words, well, you will upsell them another $5 to $10. I can't talk today. Another $5 to $10 for another, man, I really can't talk today. Another 100 words for $5 to $10 extra. There we go. So instead of going from 300 words to $5 up to 400 words to 450 words, you'll charge another 10 to 15 bucks for that, or however much extra you want to charge. That is what a gig extra is. So in order to really maximize on this, think outside the box, be creative, do something a little bit different, or just grab other gigs that you have, put them together, make them one big bundle. We're all crazy about bundles, and put a price on it. I go over being creative in the next couple of slides. I go into depth about that, which will help you guys out a lot. I give you tons of ideas when it comes to being unique and creative. So this is how you go from $5 to $25 a day. And don't just stop there. This is how you go from $5 to $50 a day. I'm not blowing smoke up you guys, you know what's. This is for real. That $100 gig that I showed you that I sold, or offer, if you will, the $36 one, it doesn't stop there. Remember, those were not the only sales that I completed for that given month during that 30-day period. That was just snapshots of what I did. I got plenty of sales in between that, but to create a $100 sale made the world of a difference for me. Imagine if you're able to make 1 to 2 $100 sales per month. That's $200 right there that you didn't have before. That's a car payment. That's for those of you who like to run your AC all night because it's freezing in a house and your wife is like clattering her teeth because it's so cold because you got the AC on all night. It'll pay for that bill too. $200 that you could place somewhere where it's needed. Now that's just $200 from the $100 gig. Now factor in all the other gigs that you get from that. Now you're talking, just taking a hobby and turn it into a business. Now you can actually replace, which is the next bullet point, now you can replace your part-time job or your second job or even your full-time job. And so this is what I'm trying to do. I got my coaching. Shout out to my coach. You know who you are. I'm not going to throw his name out there yet, but because I didn't tell him I was doing this. But you're able to go from a couple $100, or let's retract a little bit. You're able to go from just $5 to $20. Then you're able to go from $5 to $20 to a couple $100. And now if you're able to really replicate this whole system, you can now begin thinking about making thousands of dollars. There are definitely people out there who make thousands of dollars off of Fiverr itself, thousands of dollars per month. If you're making $3,000 to $4,000 per month just off of Fiverr, that is a full-time job. No longer do I have to spend gas in my car, gas money, put it in my car and go to work and wake up. I can just stay home and put my little skinny butt on the couch, because I'm not a big guy. I'm kind of skinny, and I would rather sit home and do work here if I have the choice, and yeah. So why gig extras? I've been talking long enough. Why gig extras? Many sellers do not understand the importance of gig extras. Believe it or not, the gig extra is probably the second most important thing when it comes to selling your gig and making money. The first is your gig description, in my opinion. Some of you may disagree, but the gig description is definitely probably the most important. If somebody's turned off by your gig description, they will not purchase your gig. And if they're not purchasing your gig, they're not going to get the gig extra. I do have a product. It is a dollar product that I created called the Profile Money Generator. It runs through, and it's actually a very good course. It surprised me as to how in-depth that I think about my gig descriptions when I'm writing them. But it's a dollar course. Go out there and purchase it for your benefit. It will help tremendously, because this is what grabs the customer's attention. Then after they purchase that gig, move on to the gig extras. For some reason, a lot of sellers really don't pay too much attention here. They just throw some corny description of like a gig that they already have, which is okay. They may get a gig extra sold every now and then. But if you take this part seriously, you can make some serious cashola right here. So create unique gig extras. Look at other people's profiles and their gigs that's similar to what you're offering, and see what they're doing in their gig extras. Then put a twist on it, or just offer more than what they're offering. Or if you look at their gig extras, you may just get an idea about something. Something may spark an idea that's totally out of this world, and you can charge an insane amount for that idea just from simply getting ideas from other sellers. That's the name of the game, guys. This is easy stuff. We make it so hard, but it's so easy. This gives you the opportunity to advertise other gigs also. Your gig extras, if you just really can't think of anything, put your other gigs within your gig extras. You can actually charge a little bit more here in the gig extras. And not only does it sell your other gig, but this also exposes the seller to your other gigs. So if you're able to expose other people to more than just one of your gigs, well, now that gives you the opportunity to make more sales, because now you're able to meet more needs. You get where I'm going with this, guys. I hope I'm not just talking just to be talking, because this is really great stuff that I'm actually giving you guys. Opportunities to expose your other gigs. I mean, that is huge. So now take full advantage of the upsell, because essentially that's what you're doing. You're upselling a product. You're starting at $5 and you're trying to end up at $25 to $50. So keep that in mind. You're doing an upsell. It is totally okay. You're showing people what they can buy and what they should buy and what they need to buy, and it's their choice to spend that money. So it's no trickery here, but this is where you make your gig count. All right, so I think that's it. And yeah, go make your gig count. Gig extras, huge part of your business. This is where you make those big profits. All right, guys, see you in the next video. I decided to add this part of the video just to give you guys a little extra something. I felt like this was kind of important, and so I just went ahead and added it on there because I can. It's a little confusing. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but these are your levels of your gig extras. Now, I went on Fiverr itself to check and see how much you can get for your gig extras, and then I went on to other people's accounts and it said something else. So if something on here looks wrong, it's very possible that it is, but I'm just giving you guys results of what I've seen personally. For example, level 1 seller, 10 to 20 gigs. Supposedly you're not supposed to be able to have more than 10 gigs as a level 1 seller, but I've seen level 1 sellers with 20 gigs. Weird. I don't know what's going on. A level 2 seller, 15 to 20 gigs, top seller 20 to 30 gigs. I put 20 to 30 because, you know, they may say one thing and I've seen the other again. But the whole point of this video, your custom orders up to $1,500 as a level 1 seller and up to $4,000 as a level 2 seller. Guys, figure out something that allows you to put these big ticket prices onto your custom orders. You know, everything doesn't have to be in the gig extra. When it comes to people sending you messages and inquiring about your gigs, that is your opportunity to give them custom orders. Or after you have had a customer order something and they've already given you a satisfactory rating, send them another message with all of your custom orders that you got going on. Somebody out there has $4,000. I don't know who, but I'm willing to find out. Okay, now, see you in the next video.